What is up, guys? Abixis here. Today I'm going to be ranking every Sigma skin in the game, and by that I mean like all 13 of them that are showing up. I really didn't realize how little he had, but I kind of forget that he is one of the newer characters. Being as that Overwatch 1 stopped putting out content for so long, he is still relatively new to the roster compared to others, but we'll still knock it out. We'll put up all of my favorite Sigma skins, starting with the bottom of the barrel. We got Rose. I don't think Rose is that great. It's just a recolor. You know, recolors to me usually are just worse than the original, with the exception of a few. Next up is going to be Orange. Orange is just slightly better than Rose, but still worse than the original. Next up for me is actually going to be Overwatch 2. I liked a lot of the Overwatch 2 redesigns. I actually prefer most of the Overwatch 2 redesigns to the original character. In a lot of cases. For this one, I don't. I think they really simplified his suit down, which practically I'm sure makes sense in lore, but I just don't think it looks as cool in reality. Next up is Dr. Dick Kuiper. I don't think this one is, again, as good as the original one. I think the original one is slightly better, or the original Overwatch 2 one, I should say, is just a slightly better version of this. And yeah, so we're going to go on to the next one here, which is what I was just saying is the slightly better version of this, the original skin. I think this one is just a little bit cleaner than the Dr. DeKuyper. I like the shoulder pads a little bit more. I like him being a little bit more bulky. It adds a menacing look to him, and I think that is probably why I'd put it above the others, and why I think if you don't have a skin, I would just run this over buying the others there. Next up, we're going to have Green. I think Green looks better than the original by a slight amount. I think it fits his color theory and design a good amount. Coming up on my favorite recolor, we got Blue. I think this really fits his look. I think it's clean. I end up liking like the darker colors on characters like this a lot more. So I think the Blue looks good. I wish we had a like blackout carbon fiber skin for him, because I tend to think those look pretty good as well. First legendary on the list is Oracle. Oracle is okay. It's better than just a recolor, because obviously it changes the design, it adds a bit of its own thing, but I still don't find it to be anything that amazing. I think I get what they were going for, but I think there's a lot better options out there. Next up is Prophet. I think it's just a cooler version of that. It's got a lot more going on, a lot more interesting look on the face and the mask. The colors are a little bit better. I think it's just a better version of that one overall. Next up, Subject Sigma. This is actually a skin I run. I don't play Sigma almost at all, especially on this account, but if I do play him, I end up running Subject Sigma. I just think it's cool that he looks like a prisoner with his giant toes flying around, but it's definitely not the best skin. It's just the one I do like to run. Coming up with the counterpart to that skin, Asylum. I do think Asylum does a little bit more. It's got a more standard color scheme, but the pads on his shoulders look a little bit cooler. The mask is a little bit cooler, and I think the weapons do look a little bit better. Coming up on what I think are the really good skins, Scuba Sigma. This dude's obviously jacked, so that's a positive. The weapons look awesome on this. He just looks like, I don't know, you bump into him at the beach, he's going to slam your head into the ground and then blow your car up, and I'm pretty happy about that. Top 3, and I do think the distance between 4 and 3 are pretty big. Talon, I think Talon could be number 1. I keep putting skins that look like this high on my list, and I don't want to be too repetitive about it. I like these cool looking, like, hey man, a 10-year-old would love this. It looks like a ninja. But I love these kind of skins. I just think it looks clean. It's lore accurate. Stuff like that really always does it for me. But I'm trying to be a little bit objective here. So I'm not going to put it at number 1. But I think this easily could be number 1. Coming up next is Flying Dutchman. I just think this skin's really unique. You get the sea urchin weapons. The ship makes up his armor. Obviously, it's got the cool ghost theme going on. I just think they did a really good job at this one. I think thematically it's really cool. It fits the event that it's part of. And I just think it's overall a really good skin. I see a lot of people running this one. The gold weapons actually look really good on this one as well. And my number 1 is Rhyme, the winter event skin. Look at that thing. It's just really damn cool. I like a lot of the winter ones, like the Reaper, Shiver skin. I just think the winter skins end up always being really cool. Halloween, I think, is still the best event for skins, but this one, as far as the winter event, knocks it out of the park. You get this cool Ice King look, this really just cool design. The shoulder pads, the weapons, the giant back piece. He's got these Viking-like spalders on, the giant belt. I just think this one is the most menacing Sigma skin. It makes him look like a Ice King mage and really knocks it out of the park. That's about it for today, guys. Obviously, again, Sigma doesn't have as many skins. I thought this would be a longer video, and then I looked at it. I'm like, oh, he's got 13. Probably going to be doing a lot of skin videos right now to knock some of those characters out. Definitely going to be doing a mid-season patch update because I haven't done one since the start of the season. And Ramatra is actually in the game and being played now, so we can kind of see more how he is. So that'll be out soon. And obviously going to be uploading some other stuff that isn't Overwatch related, which if you don't want to watch that, go ahead and just skip it. If you do, go ahead and check it out. Other than that, guys, hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching the video, and good night.